Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a good one in store between the Salt Lake City Flyers and the Brooklyn Bulls. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Salt Lake City Flyers and the Brooklyn Bulls. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Brooklyn Ball Club. They're back home after flying to and losing in London last weekend.
Always a tough travel week. All the distractions. You know that they're happy to be back in their own building, but that was not a trip to remember.
Meanwhile, for the visitors, Salt Lake City, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be let out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator say right off the top, he's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
To throw on second down. Wall. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
From the gun on third down. Wall. He finds Tompkins complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. An effective 7-yard third down conversion.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Well, look now at our starting defense. They enter this one down in the 26th position in the NFL against the run.
And this game for them is all about the line of scrimmage. Winning that battle, using their leverage, being the low man with power to take the offensive linemen and run them back into their own backfield and try and create some lost yardage plays.
On second down now, it's King. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
70, Indy.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. from the gun. Wall over the middle, complete. It's Buchanan. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Here's a second and 7. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Second and 10 now from the 27. Throwing again. Wall. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his third and 1. And they're going to lose some on this play, being knocked back to the 18. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to make it fourth down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the opening drive of the game yields 3. They moved the ball pretty well there on the opening drive. You think they're okay settling for 3?
I don't think they're happy about settling for 3, but I think you're exactly right with the word okay because they threw it well, they ran it well. Excellent balance for the first drive of the game.
This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering
I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
It's a pickup of 5. Brings up second down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line. Hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Norman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They convert on third with a gain of 22.
Ready? 59, come on. Check, 59. In your face.
On first down, Rhodes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. as his guys are in for 6. And his guys have taken the lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
A try here for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So the drive there took 6 plays. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are visitors to take over on offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. 2nd and 5. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Down. 10 Lobo. Here we go. Mike 96. Go.
They'll run on first down. It's King. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. On second down, it's King. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. To throw on 3rd down. Wall. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Offense.
And that'll set him back 5.
On the double. Choose the mark, boy. 52. I got you. You're all mine, baby. Let's go.
Operating from the gun. Wall. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. 7th play in the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. From the gun, Wall. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Let's go, baby.
So here is the home side to take over on offense. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. Looking to throw on second down. Rhodes. And he's got his man on the out route. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now this throw caught left side, and he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Rhodes. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
So here are visitors to take over on offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 40. Past the 20. Touchdown! A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And his guys are going to retake the lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And he puts this one through as the lead moves to 13-7. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's likely still kicking himself from the interception last drive that wound up leading to a go-ahead score.
And he's going to assume all that came with that one, all right? That's all on him. But he also knows he's got to erase it from his mind and get back out there. This drive, very important.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, In addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Right back to him on first down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. From the gun on 3rd down. Rhodes looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Young.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. On now is the punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. To throw on 2nd down. Wall looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
On first down, King. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Off play action. Wall looking deep downfield. It's caught at the 10. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Operating from the gun. Roll. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. On 2nd down now. It's King. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. A carry here for the big tight end. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick is indeed good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So here is the home side to take over on offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw again. Rhodes. That's taken in by Henderson. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Looking to throw. Rhodes. Under pressure, and down he goes. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They bring their punter out there now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So here are visitors to take over on offense. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 1st and 10, Wall. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. 2nd and 10. And a throw right sideline is complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 16-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This quarterback now at 200 yards already in this first half, and he's not done yet. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit. And in the late stages of the first half, it's the Lions who are out in front. The Lions seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. From there, let's head to Philly to see what's happening with the Eagles. And they've got the lead over the visiting Arizona Cardinals. The Eagles trying to finish that one off and claim victory. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 23 yards the pickup there.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Ready. 50, plant.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
2nd and 11, looking middle, and it's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Rhodes. Leaping, and he makes the grab. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And the deficit trimmed to 6 now at 16-10. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer. Yeah,
but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
Ready. 96, Mike 96. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
They'll run on first down. King. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's King. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun. Wall. But it's caught. Tompkins.
Oh, boy, I know you felt that one. I know you felt that one.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, Wall. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
Such a valuable commodity to have a tight end who can run and get open. How about what he just did there? Worked his way from right to left across the field and found his way free.
From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Go now. Come. 60 Pittsburgh.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wall over the middle. It's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a first down on a gain of 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Operating from the gun, Wall. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. So here is the home side to take over on offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled. and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. That good for 22 and a first down. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. To throw on 2nd down. Rhodes. He'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Let's go. 30 base. Let's go. They're running it. Sit up.
Throwing on 1st down. Rhodes. This will be caught just inside the 10. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down. Rhodes. And he will take it in for the touchdown. From 6 yards away. As his guys are back within a single score. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 24-17. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He is hoping to find the end zone for a 3rd time, and we sit now in the 3rd quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it winds us down to the end of the 3rd quarter. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. 2nd and 6. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of 1, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Back to throw. Wall. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 21 yards there on 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Ready? 8-3. Check 52 to mine. Coming to you, coming to you. Ready?
Off the play fake. Wall. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Wall. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. So here is the home side to take over on offense. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football. Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, Rhodes. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
So here are visitors to take over on offense. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wall. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. His third touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was finished off with a 10-yard touchdown scamper. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. With his guys trailing here in the 4th, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception that ended the last drive.
Yeah, you're 2 scores down. You take it upon yourself now to play perfect or near-perfect football if you want to get your team back into the game. But it's also tough to do when you're trying to avoid errors, yet still play perfect football.
That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Let's make these babies cry. Let's go.
Back to throw. Rhodes. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun. Rhodes. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Looking to throw. Rhodes. And he fires one incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rhodes. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Come on, set. 15, Ronnie. 15 line.
On first down, Rhodes. Throw left side complete. That's Norman. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Go now. 70, Indy. 50. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Ready. Get it.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down, Rhodes. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
The offense on third down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Rhodes. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick.
Well, you're trailing. It's the 4th quarter, and you've got to throw the football. But the defense knows this, too. So they're just going to sit back, bring in an extra defensive back or two, the old nickel or dime strategy, Brandon, and wait for you to put that bad boy up for grabs. And this one winds up being intercepted.
So here are our visitors to take over on offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. They pick up 11 in addition to moving the chains. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Check nickel.
On first down, King. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee.
On the ready.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for our visitors, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.